Use it. The joys of it not being your van and breaking into someone else's. So many options here. One of them is going to work. Yep. If you have just tuned into my YouTube channel, my name is Donna-Leigh Perfect. I'm a solo female van lifer in Australia, and I drive around in my Toyota Hiace Van Halen. And I'm a 3 times published author. I have a children's series called The Adventures of Jessie and Rocky Rockstar. I'm also a keynote speaker on the topics of bullying, domestic violence, and resilience. And I'm a children's entertainer and have a show called The Resilient Rockstar Show. I hope you enjoy my videos, and please take a moment just to hit the subscribe button to support me. Happy 2025. I hope this year is going to be an amazing one for you. Are you one of those people that set New Year's resolutions? And if you are, maybe pop in the comments what kind of New Year's resolutions you're wanting to initiate for 2025. I'm kind of not so much a New Year's resolution kind of person. I'm all about going with the flow a little. I do have some plans, and right now you can see I'm in a new van, which is actually my girlfriend's van, and it's called the Gyppers or Gyppers. And I don't actually know the background of that name, but I think it's something connected to her old dog breeding business that she had. Anyway, this is the Gyppers, and I have the amazing opportunity to stay in this van for about a month or so, and this van's for sale. So if you're looking for an amazing Mercedes Sprinter van, it's a long wheelbase. It's a diesel automatic, and it's got all the mod cons that you would want if you're wanting to tour around Australia and live in a van. So as you can see, it's beautifully decked out. We have a kitchen here, and I'm actually going to make some fried rice today, and we're at a beautiful location in Mermaid on the Gold Coast with some beautiful poinsettias in the background, which have just almost finished blooming. So you can still see a little bit of the vibrant kind of fiery orange flower on them. But I just love the way that they frame the canal so beautifully. So I'm going to start by cutting up some veggies for my fried rice. So, little fridge here, stand up fridge, and get out some capsicum, some spring onions and mushroom, some onion, and that's going to be a good start. Let's go. We have been really blessed to have some amazing weather on the Gold Coast over the last few days for celebrating Christmas. I hope you've had some great weather too. All these days of rain that we've had here have made everything really green, and all of the beautiful gardens and grass and everything are just looking really lush with the rain and then really nice sunshine. So we have been lucky over the festive season. I got to spend Christmas Day with my daughter and her partner and his family on the Gold Coast, and we had a lovely Christmas lunch. It was very casual on the canal, and then off to my cousin's place in Runaway Bay to spend a lovely Christmas dinner there with family. So I hope you had a lovely Christmas too. Maybe share in the comments what you got up to over Christmas. This chopping board was actually a woodwork project of my son's in high school. And it's a beautiful gift from him when he was, I think, about 15 years old. He made this for me. So it's been travelling in Van Halen, and now it's in the Gyppers for a month. And I'd say that today we've got a temperature right now of about 31 degrees, so it's extremely hot, which you would expect on the Gold Coast in summer. Right. So this is going to be a chicken fried rice. And I like putting cashews in my chicken fried rice, so got some cashews there as well. And this Gyppers has a 3000 watt inverter. It has a 375 amp hours on the battery system. And it's also got about 200 watt solar panel. It has a like a booster for Telstra. And it also has like walkie-talkies. There's reverse cycle air conditioning, and it's got a shower, internal shower, and a portable flush toilet. I can't think exactly of the name of the toilet, and also an outside shower, outdoor shower. And we have a full gas kitchen here. I won't be using today. I'm going to use my brand new gas cooktop, which I got for Christmas from my daughter. And it's actually got like a frying pan that you can make curries in, you can do stir fries, you can do roasts. You can apparently even cook a cake in this. So we've got some boats boating along the canal there. Enjoying the beautiful weather. Okay. Just cutting up some veggies there, and we had a scooter going past at probably about 60 kilometres, so thankfully we weren't standing out there. I just sort of cut all the veggies up, and then I'm going to cook the rice, and this is a little bit of a small chopping board, so what I'm going to do is I've got a bowl here. I'm going to put all these veggies into it. Probably enough. Spring onion, capsicum, and mushroom. This is a big mushroom. Okay, let's cut this mushroom. Actually, I don't myself eat a lot of mushrooms, but I think they're delicious in a stir fry or a fried rice. So I like to cut them up small. It's going to have all kinds of goodies in this fried rice. So I have an exciting music festival coming up in February in Agnes Water, which is on the Capricorn coast, Queensland, Australia, and it's called Agnes Water Blues, Roots and Rock Festival. And I know that Xavier Rudd is one of the musicians that are playing. So it's a 3-day festival, and I've actually booked a site where I stayed with Van Halen probably about sort of second half of last year. I was up in Agnes Waters, and I stayed at a campsite called Southern Cross, and it used to be a backpackers, and then they changed it into like a hit camp and a camping ground. So for those of you who may not know what hip camps are, they're properties that people privately own and then lease out to campers who might have tents, caravans, motorhomes, 4-drives, and just want a night or two to stay. Quite often there'll be open fire pits available to the campers, and you can pay. You get on the Hip Camp site and you can book Hip Camp properties all over Australia. In fact, it's worldwide. And it's usually quite reasonably priced as well. So this is a Hip Camp property, Southern Cross in Agnes Waters. So staying there for 3 nights, and they actually have an amazing shuttle bus service which will take the campers to the festival each day for free. It's a free shuttle service that you can go back and forth throughout the day. So amazing service. And I'm meeting up with a girlfriend who lives now in Tannum Sands, which is just right next to Agnes Water. She's bought a house up there, but she's a vanlifer also, and she's got a Toyota Hiace, and I think it's called Lacey the Hiace. I think that's the name of her van. So big shout out to you, Joe. Looking forward to having amazing 3 days listening to some great bands and some van life time with you. And I'm probably going to be taking Van Halen up on that weekend festival, but who knows, I may have the Gyppers. Might be a Gyppers trip. Do you have any music festivals that you've got booked for this year? A lot of people take off to the Tamworth Country Music Festival, which is a really big festival here in Australia. I'm booked for the festival, which is the last ever, the Blues Fest in Byron Bay. So I'm booked in for that one in April. I'm really excited because I've always wanted to see Crowded House in concert. So it was a band that was created from now what's the name of the band in New Zealand? Think of the name of the band. Neil Finn and Tim Finn. Had a crazy band. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. And then Neil Finn went off on his own and created Crowded House, and I've always wanted to see them in concert, and so they're actually the feature act for the Blues Fest at Byron Bay this year. And it's just new news that Missy Higgins is going to be one of the feature acts too, along with Xavier Rudd and all kinds of amazing artists. So it's going to be super cool. So I think there are still tickets available. I'm not sure about the camping side of it, but day concert goers, I'm sure there's still some tickets available. All right, I'm going to get the rice on now. So I'll fill up the pot here with some water. Make sure the pump's on. Get some water into the pot. And then we're going to take this baby outside and get some rice. We've got jasmine today, so that's what we're doing. We're putting in some jasmine rice. It's going to have a little bit of fragrance, which that's okay. That's all right. I'll do a little bit more. Okay. A little bit more. Let's go. Let's get this baby outside. Okay, that's a bit cheap. And it's actually my old gas cooktop, and it's been amazing. So I'll just put that to the side for a minute, and just need to turn this on. So lock it in, and start. Cooking rice on the main road on the Gold Coast. You can hear the traffic in the background. Stealth thing on the Gold Coast, but not really looking very stealth in this, in the Gyppers. Not looking that stealth. Alright, time to get meat ready. So I've got some chicken here. Let's cut up some chicken. Now that I've done all my veggies, so I can use the chicken. I might actually do the ham first. I'm gonna put, this is Christmas ham too, so a little bit of ham in. I quite often make vegetarian fried rice too, so. And tofu as well. Tofu in there. But I find that when I do make it, I usually have enough for about half a year. Not quite, but I do make a monster amount of it. Woo! It's getting hot in the Gyppers today. Getting hot. Okay, what else is happening? Well, I might be going up to Port Douglas at some stage in the first part of this year. So I haven't been up as high as Port Douglas. I've been to Cairns, and I will be stopping in at Cairns. I've got some friends that I'll catch up with in Cairns, which will be fun. So that's probably, yeah, the first part of this year. And still working and living on the Gold Coast in Van Halen. So, and planning to do a lot of author journeys this year. So there's going to be an author launch, a book launch with my girlfriend Sheridan Holmes at some stage February or March this year. And she's going to be launching her brand new book, and I'll be relaunching my children's series and also my anthology series. Visiting a lot of libraries in Queensland, potentially anywhere, wherever I'm traveling, and yeah, sharing my books and my author journey, how the books came about, which is an interesting story, and I've shared that story on one of my videos on YouTube. So get a chance to go back and have a look at that about my books and how they came about. That's quite an interesting story. There's a lot of chicken here. I'll cut these up into little bite-sized sort of pieces. Probably should be checking my rice in a minute. See how that's going. It's not boiling over or anything. And the chicken's just about all cooked, chopped up. And then we're going to go over to my brand new Campmaster. I think it's a Campmaster. Yeah, it is a Campmaster. And it's like it's not a double burner, but it's a large open burner, I guess, for a baking dish. And it was actually my girlfriend Jo, VanLifer Jo, who recommended I got one of those. And so I put it on my Christmas wish list, and my daughter and her partner bought it for Christmas. So we are christening the Campmaster today. I'm just going to wash my hands. Let's take it out. Here we go. Let's go to our little camp kitchen on the canal. We're a little bit limited on space, aren't we? There we go. I think I might put these in the bowl. I'm going to put some cashews in here with the veggies. We're limited on space on this little table. Let's get this brand new master cranking. I've already put the old canister in. Oh, that's already hot. I can feel it. Typical me, I do everything back to front. Let me come up this way. Look at a bit of oh, that's too big. That's probably too big too, is it? Yeah. Put a bit of garlic in there. There we go. Now I need to hold that up a bit maybe. And let's put the lid on it. Look at that! My new Campmaster! How cool is that? That is groovy. Loving it. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Matt, for my beautiful Christmas present. Very, very cool. Alright, so that's going to take a little while to cook. So I'm going to chuck some soy sauce in there, a little bit of salt and pepper to season it, and we'll get the chicken nice and cooked, and then we can add the rest of the stuff. Soy in there. Season, a bit of salt. That's what we want. Soy. A few pretty fast e-bikes going past and doing a good wheelie down the road. Wow. Crazy teenagers. You know, the interesting thing about teenagers is, you know, because they're risk takers, you know, and that's where we all were when we were teenagers. We were risk takers of some form or another, you know, however that looked for you or for me. The risk taking is all completely unique, but the interesting thing about that risk taking is all about how, you know, there's not a lot of concept of consequences of actions. So teenagers take risks not knowing what could potentially happen because of the risk, and it's all because of how the brain is not fully developed. And so the prefrontal cortex of the brain doesn't develop in a man till kind of about mid-20s, and in a female kind of early 20s. So just part of the development from adolescence to adult and how that brain develops. So the risk taking is all part of that. planning forward, not understanding consequences, and yeah, we all do crazy, dumb ass shit when we're teenagers. This is starting to look pretty good. And I'm loving this Campmaster. How good is this? I could imagine cooking curries in this and, you know, maybe even a roast. I could imagine like putting in a roast chicken with some veggies around and doing a roast in there. A stir fry. Do all kinds of things in this. Casseroles and stews. And bacon and eggs, you know. So great. Let's just check on the rice. See how the rice is done. Oh, it's looking good. The rice is looking pretty good. It's getting there for sure. Really, when you're cooking fried rice, you want the rice to be completely cooled down. Maybe even taking it out of the fridge and then putting it into your fried rice, because you want it to be completely separated and not soft, not hot, not warm. But in this situation today, we'll improvise. We'll do the best we can because the rice is going to come straight out the pot. Wondering what the people driving past are thinking. This chick in the van just randomly parked on the side of one of the busiest Gold Coast main roads, looking up the storm. This is typical life on the road, eh? How it is. Alright, we're just going to cut up this fried egg. That's going to go on last. I don't always do fried egg, I just happen to have this from breakfast. Not that I'm going to use this, but quite often I'll just whisk up an egg and then chuck it in. And being resourceful. Okay, that's good. It's going in the top at the end. Okay, we're going to put the ham in next. Christmas ham. How's that looking? Pretty good. Pretty good, I think. I had a little bit of leftover fried onion in there with the egg, so that's what is in there too, a little bit of fried onion. I'll chuck in all of the veggies next. Put that for now. It's going to look really colourful. Alright. That. Yes. Nice little bits. This looks delicious. Pretty well done. Turn this off now. Seasoning, and we have fried rice on the go. First meal in the Gyppers with Donna-Leigh Perfect. Finding out more about the Gyppers, feel free to put a comment down in the video comments, and we can have a chat. I also have an email which is in my link, and you can send me an email if you have any questions you want to know about the Gyppers, or you would be interested in maybe having a view look at the Gyppers if you're interested in buying one, and reach out. She's for sale. Okay, final finishing touches. Egg on the top. Chicken fried rice. Let's see how it tastes. Bon appetito. Chicken fried rice with Christmas ham. Enjoying Gold Coast summer. Cheers. Yum. Oh, yummy. Yum. There she must.